Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And happy Friday. It is Friday. I hope you've been having a good week. And if today is your last work day of this week, I hope your week ends very well. While we wait for whoever else wants to join us online today, settle yourself down. Find an easy spot to sit or lie down in and start some slow, deep belly breathing. Today's meditation journey can be called Just As You Are. Just as you are. Good morning, Nella. I just saw your picture pop up. There we go. A very happy Friday to you, Nella. Ursula, happy Friday to you too. Hope you've had an awesome week so far. So I've got a quote to share with you today. This quote is from Swami Vivekananda. I'm not sure if I'm butchering his name or pronouncing it right. Swami Vivekananda. Anthony, how's it, dude? And Linda, a very good morning. So good to see you guys. And this quote really speaks to me because it's something I often pay attention to when working with private clients and doing private coaching. Is the quote that says, "Whenever we attain a higher vision, the lower vision disappears of itself." Whenever we attain a higher vision, the lower vision disappears of itself. Ursula says the topics this week have been amazing. Yeah, I've been getting feedback on that, Ursula, the synchronicities of the topics this week. And I definitely feel there's some guidance around what topics I have been given this week. And it seems to be spot on for so many people. So I am definitely grateful for the guidance of the topics this week. Armando, a very good morning. Happy Friday to you, man. And Marcella, a very good morning to you. So getting back to the quote, whenever we attain a higher vision, the lower vision disappears of itself. A lot of the work I end up doing with clients is, Craig, very good morning. Good to see you, man. Is the fact that we have these opposing almost experiences of ourselves, and one way to look at it, or one way to term it, is small self, higher self, and you could use different terms. Small self, higher self tends to work quite well. And there is a question around, we have a small self which might be scarred, which might carry scars, which might have experienced trauma, and we obviously have to do some work, and it might be ego related, it might be shadow work related, it might be inner child work related, and very often we have to do some work regarding healing that small self, helping that small self heal. But it can also be something we can just become stuck in trying to heal this hurt part, trying to heal this broken part that we're carrying around inside of us. And as much as we need to do some of that healing, some of that work, we need to realize the importance of this quote from Swami Vivekananda that says, whenever we attain a higher vision, the lower vision disappears of itself. To what extent do we keep on trying to heal a hurt or a broken part of ourselves? And to what extent do we just put it down and reach for our higher selves? Our higher selves, which is connected to spirit, which is connected to soul, which is connected to source, which is not carrying around scars and carrying around trauma and carrying around hurts. And when we reach for that higher vision, when we reach for that higher vibration, what what he calls it here is the lower vision disappears of itself. So yes, to some extent we have to heal our small self, but we need to get to a point where we realize that scratching a scab or continuously giving attention to a wound doesn't make it heal. Reaching for a higher vibration, reaching for, if it's a wound, for a healthy state of mind creates a healthy state of body. And the more we reach for and embody our higher selves, the more the healing of the small self will take care of itself. So there is a bit of a balance. Do we focus on what we need to heal, or do we reach for what is already whole and already perfect? And it takes a bit of wisdom to realize where we're at, and it takes time, and it takes as long as it takes. And it's great when we can be patient for it to take as long as it takes. So if you're already, I have been speaking long enough, today's journey can be called Just As You Are. Good morning, Maggie. I don't think I've said hello to you yet. Happy Friday. If you're all ready, you can close your eyes, switch the lights off, put that sleeping mask on. Let's float away together. Starting with the first few deep breaths. Taking a deep breath in. And release. A deep inhale. And release. Deep breath in. And let it all go. Deep inhale. And put it down. One more deep breath in. And release. You can continue with the same breathing pattern on your own time, taking a few minutes to remind your body to pause for a moment, find presence by putting down what's being carried. Every inhale, stretch your spine, lift your head a little bit higher. Every exhale, a complete softening of everything. Becoming present is a complete letting go of any attachment to the thought of what this moment should be, what this moment should have been. tend to hold on to our assumptions of what this moment should have been, with clenched stomach muscles, clenched shoulder muscles, clenched neck muscles, clenched jaw, a frown in the forehead, trying to will this moment into being what we thought it should have been. This is a reminder to stop during your day, not just once for a meditation, but to take a few moments during your day to inhale slowly upward and to exhale by allowing your body to completely soften. Letting go of any thoughts of what this moment should have been. Soften your spine, slump your shoulders, drop your head, turn your palms upwards and open. I am stepping into presence, and I'm making myself open to see what this moment requires of me. And I will accept what this moment makes available as if I had chosen it. Think about that thought for your next few breaths. I will accept what this moment makes available to me as if I have chosen it. The words of Eckhart Tolle, which I was beautifully reminded of yesterday. I will accept what this moment makes available to me as if I had chosen it. We'll take the last few breaths of this phase together, allowing our bodies to settle down, ready for the next phase. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you release, drop your head forward. Rolling out your neck muscles to the left and to the right. And slow and big circles. Taking the next deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Helping your upper back and shoulders release whatever tension it might be holding on to. The next deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Big, slow circles. The next deep breath in. As you exhale, place your focus on your spine, gently swaying left and right with your spine, loosening up the muscles around your spine, finding where there's a bit of resistance, and gently leaning into those spaces. Taking one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. From this space of an openness to presence, we'll take the deep dive inside for today's inner journey. After every inhale, we'll hold our breath for just a few moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. We'll do the first few together. Take a deep breath in. And hold. And release, making it the longest, slowest release. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. Feel how your shoulders slowly sag when you exhale. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. Feel yourself slowly melt with every exhale. One more together breath. Deep breath in. Continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Slowly inhaling through your nose and taking the invitation to go on that journey inside. Follow the air flowing down your throat. Stay with the breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up that balloon inside your belly, find yourself slipping inside that inner world. As you hold the breath inside for a few moments, you're holding yourself inside for a few moments. Followed by a really long, really slow exhale. On your next big breath as you dive deep inside, spend a few moments feeling the welcome home experience that you get when you go inside and relax, soften every muscle in your body and surrender to the space inside. Take your next big breath. Today's journey takes us to visit a few wonders of the natural world. The first one we're visiting is a flower. On your next big breath, as you dive deep inside, bring to your mind the picture of flower in its natural space, seeing it with an open face, gently swaying in the light breeze. And for a few moments, just take in the beauty of a flower. Take your next big breath. next big breath as you dive deep inside. Put your attention on how easy the flower finds it to just be itself. It doesn't look up to see who grows taller. It doesn't look down to see who is beneath it. It doesn't look to the left or to the right to see who is prettier. It just does naturally what comes from inside, being exactly what it is. Take your next big breath. The next wonder of the natural world we're visiting is a squirrel. On your next big breath as you dive deep inside, bring to your mind the vision of a squirrel. His cute little face, running around, jumping from tree to tree, up and down, always busy. See with as much detail as you can. Take your next big breath. The squirrel also has the ability to just be himself. Not not comparing himself to other squirrels, just running around being exactly what he is. And a part of what he is to bury acorns, of which he forgets about where half of them are buried. Your next big breath as you dive deep inside. See this picture of a squirrel that collects acorns furiously, but forgets about half of them, never remembers where they are. Being himself, doing exactly what a squirrel does. Take your next big breath. Going back to the flower. On your next big breath, as you dive deep inside, see how the flower, by being 100% herself, attracts bees that make honey, being a part of this process of pollination, and serving the world at large by bringing a beauty to the world. No need to compare, no need to try and be anything she's not. Her presence, her mere presence, serves the world around her. Take the next deep breath. And your next big breath, go back to the squirrel. By being the silly little squirrel who forgets half the acorns he buries, by just being himself. Those acorns start to grow. And a silly little squirrel, by being just who he is, serves the world around him by planting a forest of oak trees. That benefits so many more squirrels, so many more birds, so many more insects, simply because he's a forgetful little squirrel. Take your next deep breath. That picture of how the flower and the squirrel serves the world around them by being exactly who they are. We'll take the last few deep diving breaths of this phase together. Take the next deep breath in, and hold. Hold. And release. One more together breath. Deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slipping into the next space. Completely relaxing. No more attention on your breathing. Just floating. last stop is the next marvel of the natural world. And that is you. Just like the flower and just like the squirrel, by you being exactly who you are, you're serving the world around you. The difference between you and the flower and the squirrel is that the flower and the squirrel don't know how to be anything that they're not. While we get taught to be what we are not. And slowly we become confused. A few atoms came together in this universe to create you. It could have created a flower. It could have created a squirrel. But these few specks of stardust came together and created you. You are the physical manifestation of abundance. How do we serve the world around us? There are so many ways. But start by just being you. Everybody around you is fighting a battle that you know nothing of. We can start by just holding space for that. Some people, we may know their story, and others we don't. But it's safe to assume that everyone around us is fighting some kind of an internal battle that we don't know about. And just have a space for it. By doing your own healing, by illuminating your space, you really do make the world a better place. Got just the last 5 breaths of gratitude left to do. Thank you for coming on this journey. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, invite you to say yours too. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the flower, making the world a better place by just being exactly who she is. Deep breath in. Thank you for the squirrel who makes the world a better place by being just exactly who he is. Deep breath in. Thank you for every one of us who makes the world a better place by just being exactly who we are. One more together breath. Deep breath in. Thank you to everybody joining us in a circle on a Friday, bringing the work week to an almost close. You really do serve the world around you by being exactly who you are. I hope you enjoyed today's journey. Let me see who I haven't said hello to yet. I might not have said hello to Linda. Linda says healing is forgiveness and acceptance of the self. Beautiful. Jock, good morning. I hope you were able to do the whole meditation with us, Jock. Lindy, a very good morning. Vani, good morning. It's good to see you. And Leanne, a very good Friday morning to you too. Remember that the meditations continue on the weekend. You're welcome to join on the weekend as well if you have the time for it. And Sunday meditations are a little bit different. Sunday meditations are a lot more silent, a lot less me speaking, and a lot more giving you the space for your own silence. So much love to all of you guys. Remember that if you want, you can get these meditations in your email inbox every day so you don't miss out, and you can have access to them whatever time of day works for you. And it's not just the meditation. There's always a beautiful message, an inspiring message, together with the daily email. So if you want me to email you the daily meditation, just send me a message with your email address and I'll happily add you to the list. Have a beautiful day. So much love to all of you guys. Enjoy your Friday. Ciao, ciao.